and they need help. And the ones that are able to help each other are here to talk about different agencies and things that we can do to help each other. Now, today's interview, I'm interviewing the veterans, Vietnam veterans from the Valley Forge Chapter 349. And the president, Ralph Nealman Keys Becker, right?
That's right.
I'm not like a first sergeant. You know, my real name is Frank Cisco. And when I was in the Army, the sergeant would get details. Okay. All right. Smith, Jones, because he couldn't pronounce my name, and I never got no details because he didn't want anybody to know he couldn't pronounce no names. You know, the sergeant. So now, let me tell me something about yourself now. You went in the service.
I'm in the service.
How old were you when you went in the service?
20 years old.
20. And where was it? Volunteer or
I
draft?
volunteer for the United States Marines.
What? You joined
Yep,
the Marines?
yep.
Where'd you go?
Went from Paris Island to Camp Pendleton to Okinawa and then Vietnam.
Okinawa, right. And you like the Chinese food?
Yeah, not all of it, some of it.
I do. I like it, you know. And so you served over there?
Yes.
In Okinawa. Okay. I can't say Okawaka, whatever it is. Now, tell me, how old were you when you went in?
I was 23
Okay.
when I enlisted in the Army in '65. I went to Fort Dix for basic, Fort Gordon for advanced training, and then Vietnam.
In Vietnam.
In April '66, yes.
Okay.
Keys. My name's Bill Keys. I joined the Marine Corps in 1963,
How old were you?
18.
Wow.
I went to Paris Island for the basic training. And I was assigned at Camp Lejeune. And from there I went to Vietnam from 65 to 66.
Okay. Now, how about me? Me, I don't remember how old I was, but I got drafted in the Army. We went down to the draft board, and we had a meet down at Main and Sweet Street to get on the P&W to go to Allentown to get examined. Okay, so I'm in the P&W that goes to Allentown. You know, there was, I think it was around 30 of us had to go to get examined to go in the Army. Well, I go there. On the way up, we shooting crap. I won $14 on the way, shooting crap in the back of the trolley. I call it trolley, I guess you call it. I got turned down because of perforated eardrum and a bunion. So the Army then, they didn't want no guys that, you know, they wanted the cream of the crop. They didn't want anybody to be in sick bay. So I got turned down, 4F. You know, when you're 4F, you know, and you go on a date, the girl, what's this guy got 4F? I don't know what's wrong with him, you know. So finally, I start amateur boxing. So I got into Golden Gloves in Philadelphia Daily News Golden Gloves. I went to the finals, right? And in the picture, they had all the guys in the final. I have Hank Cisco, Norristown Sensation, right? Okay, so I fought and I beat the guy, but it got a Philadelphia decision to give it to the other guy, but that's another story. 2 weeks later, I get a call from the draft board. He says, Mr. Cio, is this you? Is that you? Yeah, well, if you can fight in the ring, you can fight in the Army. Next thing you know, I'm on the train on my way down to Georgia, you know, so Camp Wheeler. So that was my story of my career. And so then then I became a boxing instructor there, and then my foot swelled up and everything. So they said, rather than discharge me, they give me an office job in Atlanta, you know. So I served my time as best I could. So, and I was a boxing instructor and keeping everybody happy, you know. So, now, tell us all about your organization, Chapter 349.
349 was started in 1987, and we've been operating for 27 years.
You are the president,
Yes, sir.
right?
And we meet at the National Guard Armory down at Plymouth Meeting,
Oh, on,
Belvoir Road.
yeah, oh, you go there and you meet there. I'm glad that they use that, you know?
Yes.
I see that the Musselman, they just turned it over to the school. They're gonna make a classroom out of it.
Kindergarten thing over there, yeah.
And so go ahead.
So we've been in existence for 27 years, and we're involved in a lot of projects, and our whole projects are to help veterans.
Okay, now, I want you to jump in. Jump
Okay.
in. What do we do? What are some of the things you do and some of the things you want to do? Because I got a hotline here. I can call the president. I can call the head of the army, whoever he is. They keep changing them down there. They fire him, whatever. So let's do it. I'll tell you, I go to Coatesville for my hearing, you know?
Yeah.
And I go up and I feel sad when I see some of the veterans that live there, that old shabby clothes, you know. And I say, why can't you guys call your congressman and say, look, you got a lot of surplus clothes over there. Give them something so they look with dignity. Drive, you know, they look like soldiers. They were. That's what they were. Were Army, Navy, and Marine. I saw one guy dressed, you know, I don't know, he must have, his parents must, or relations must have brought him, and he was dressed, and he was proud, like, you know. So he stood out than the others. So that's a project I would like to see your organization.
One of the things we did when we first started the chapter is that several of us went up every other week up to Coatesville, and they had Ward 59B, which was for soldiers had PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And we would sit down and we would talk with them. And quite obviously they would talk with us because we shared that same experience. And it really helped them.
Yeah.
It really helped them out, which is great.
Let it out, talk.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then one of the other things that I was involved in was talking at the schools, talking about our experiences, what have you. And so I sort of joined the two together, and I got one of the guys from the PTSD ward, who I knew would be a good presenter. He came down with me. We went over to Bishop Kenrick, and we talked there, and he loved it.
Right.
And it just helped him tremendously.
Good, good.
So this way we were helping each other.
Right,
So
right.
that's one of the things we did.
Right.
One of the big things that the chapter is involved in now, and it has been for the last 17 years, is a 5K run, 1 mile walk. And that's,
Oh, you have it coming up
we have that coming up
When?
November 16th
November 16th
at the farm park.
at the farm park.
Yes.
I see some signs around town on that. Right,
Now,
right.
the biggest thing out of that thing is
On the 16th.
it's
They-
November.
Oh, November. Oh, we got enough
Yes.
time to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking.
And the
Good.
big,
Well,
the-
I'll get John Doyle will space it so you'll get it prior
we-
to the.
our biggest helper with that is the junior ROTC right here at Norristown High School.
Oh yeah, you got. Yeah. Is that pretty big? They give it a good.
Yes, they have 49 kids that are involved
many?
with that.
49?
And they've been picking up between the two sergeants, Sheffro and
That's great.
Sheard.
You know, I like to see them. They walk around here with nice discipline. You know,
And,
there's sometime in your life. You know, that's why I think boxing teaches you more than any other sport. When that bell rings, you got to think for yourself. Period. There's not 15 guys telling you what to do, pop it, beep, pop, pop, you know, and then, oh, stop, you got to rest a little bit. No. So
Since
there's
we-
something
we-
that's discipline.
We partnered up with them. Since we partnered up with them, we probably donated over $10,000 to them.
Oh, man, that's good. That's the money you do fundraising.
Yes.
Yep.
What are some of your fundraisers?
Well, we have, first Friday nights, we go up to Phoenixville, we sit there, and we're looking for veterans who need benefits. We help them get benefits, but we also get donations from a lot of people, and we do that. This 5K run is a moneymaker as far as helping us out with donations. We solicit donations plus people who want to advertise on the shirts, on the back of the shirts. We put their logo on there.
Is there advertisement now?
Yes.
Got some here?
And, we try to do what we can do.
The few and the proud.
Don't
like
f-
that.
It don't fit you, Hank, sorry.
My head, no, my head's bigger than that. I don't know. Whatever. So go ahead.
So with the, we also, we do the honor guard.
There.
The honor guard, we started 4 years ago?
Yeah.
4 years ago, the chapter started, and what we do is we provide the final service at the funeral.
Oh.
We have the,
That is good. That's good. All right.
for
Hold it
any,
there.
for everybody.
Who's your contact person?
Charlie Becker's
I
one
mean,
of
who's your contact to, how about the funeral directors?
them. Well,
We
funeral,
have, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead, that's all right.
We've been involved with several of the funeral directors around here, and any ones that we haven't dealt with in the past, we give them our card, we say we are available, and we're sort of getting our name around now, which is good. And we've gotten calls from different funeral directors saying, you know, we have a World War II veteran or a Korean veteran, Vietnam veteran who we're, have a service for.
And what kind of service you provide, like? What do you do?
Actually, we have the final 21-gun salute
Oh.
and taps. And we work in conjunction with, for instance, if a Marine,
Is this here?
that is correct.
Something like that?
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's our
Okay.
uniform.
And then you also, what else there? What's that?
we provide the flags at the 6 or 7 different cemeteries on Memorial
Oh,
Day.
all right, now, you decorate the graves on what day? Memorial Day?
Memorial.
Prior to Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Prior
that's
to.
right,
I'm
or
not
Memorial.
gonna shoot for the
War
stars.
Memorial Day, yeah.
You know, this,
Try to move that a little closer.
this picture here tells everything. You know, look at that. You know, that's something that, as soon as you look at it, you know that he gave his everything. He gave us everything. Look at him. Look at the expression, you know, and the American flag just sets it off. It's unbelievable. All right, now, I see you have the 21-gun salute.
Yep.
Yes.
And then we work in conjunction, I said, with the service members, because if a soldier dies, the Army has at least 2 representatives there that fold the flag and present the flag to the widow or to the surviving family member.
Yeah, well, you know, I had my like I said, my grandson's a former Marine. He's, I believe, in West Norton,
No,
and
he's
also the
still a
sergeant
Marine.
and Mike at West, and he was in, I think he was in the Marines or the Army, whatever. And they demonstrated on folding the flag, you know, and they did it here. I'll tell you, it's just something how they fold it and then they present it to. What do you think?
We
We did that at a nursing home. There's
Yeah,
pictures in there
I
of
saw
it.
that.
And the group, they wanted to know how the flag was folded. And we had the people demonstrate it for them.
What,
And this is the walk, right? This
That's
is,
the
that's the-
5K run.
huh?
That's the
5K
5K
run.
run.
All right. That's what's the date on that
The
again?
16th of November.
16th of November at Farm Park.
Yes,
And what time's starting time?
9 o'clock
9
a.m.
9 sharp.
in the morning.
Yep.
I don't want to go there at night, you know. Oh my God, you know.
Plus, they can register on
You can register online.
And how about the Times Herald? They been giving you any spread? Any info?
In some instances, yes.
All right. Hello, Stan Husky. Hey, the veterans are going to have a walk out at the farm park in November
16th.
the 16th. You're going to be there. Well, I know you can't make it. Send one of the reporters. Give us some advance publicity, okay? All right. Thank you. It's the Times Herald, right? All right. Go back to sleep. Bye-bye. Okay. All right.
But we also, when we did that at the flag ceremony, Charlie stood up there, and what we did is we did one fold at a time, because what he did was explain to all the people what each fold was for.
Oh, no. See, that, I didn't know that. I don't
Yeah.
think they did that.
So
Each
what-
fold
Well,
means
tell me,
something.
what is it?
Now you're testing his
I don't have my
memory.
cheat
we don't,
sheet with
we
me.
don't, we don't.
I mean,
But each individual fold has a specific meaning.
like what?
Like during it represents during the Holocaust, and it represents during the different wars that they were in,
Oh.
and it represents
Oh, in other words,
spirit.
each one has a story.
Yes.
That is correct. It
Yep.
has a different
Yep.
meaning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And you
I
can
didn't
find
know
that online. Anybody can go and they just Google the meaning of the flag folding,
Oh.
American flag folding.
You know, you're talking about this the story. I was saying that, you know, you read in the paper about a building that's 16 stories high. I said, well, why do they call it 16 stories? And they find out you're back in the Roman days that an artist would write a story on this here. And then when they built another one, another story. So it was 16 stories, whatever, you know. So everybody has a beginning, you know.
Right.
But that is something. No, I think people should know that. It's so important, whatever they do, and they, you know. And you know what I like when I was with Catholic War Vets, we did that there, the guns and all. But
Right.
was it the one drill team? Who does? I think the Marines and the Army.
Marines,
They have that
so-
drill team. Boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop, boop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should show that more. If you get a clip on that, we should show that.
Oh.
You know.
Matter of fact, we were up in Hershey 2 weeks ago, the Spirit of America, which is basically the story of the Army. They had the Army silent drill team there. They did that whole presentation. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And the Marines do an unbelievable job.
Yeah, I
Also,
agree.
yeah.
Right.
But getting back to our issues as far as the veterans, we like to help them get benefits. We want them to come to us so that we
Right.
can get them into the right doors for these benefits. For a simple fact that, you know,
Well,
if you just go to the VA, you're leading the wrong way. You go to these other organizations like VVA, American Legion, DAV, they will take you through the process. The VA, if you go to the VA, you're going to be slowed down.
Yeah. Well,
It's run by the
in
government.
other words, and one of the most important thing is communication,
Yes.
right? And that's what we're lacking.
Yeah.
Just like I have this here home instead. I didn't know that for veterans. You know, the guy comes to my house and helps me, you know. And then another girl comes on the Fridays for 2 hours and helps out whatever I need, you know. And I, like I say, I had an operation, heart operation, in May the 16th, so I'm still on the recovering.
But Ralph
thing.
has a list over here of other things that we do. And one of them's like at Christmas time,
It's called
veterans
dust
that
off.
are deployed,
Wait, Christmas time what?
that are deployed in this area, we go to their house to give them food, gifts for their kids,
Good.
and money. So,
Well,
you
why
know,
don't you get more press?
well, it's not
It's a
easy.
good question.
It's not easy. That's why we're here. That's why I kept bugging you to get us on here.
Well, we're gonna do more than that.
Okay.
I
I got, s-
I notice, what's his name? His name is James Arnell, and he's the head of that Homestead, and the dude with veterans. And I think have them make contact and helping out advertising. And I'm going to have Pat Mascara on my show in a couple weeks. In fact, he's going to be helping out with my Columbus Monument on Monday. But people like that will help you, and you got to make a contact. You ever in their contact with people to help you?
We've had the contact with Mascara because our honor guard was up at Mafacton when they dedicated the ball,
dedicated
Yeah, they
the ball
did that.
field. We were there, and of course, Mascara.
And you hear
was
that
the-
guy sing Star Spangled Banner?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
Cameron Chandler.
We were there.
Yeah.
Our honor guard was there.
Well,
So,
I
what else you got on there, Ralph?
go ahead.
Well, the thing is, the Memorial Day, he brought up visit schools. We're also a sponsor for the Family Support Group for the 111th Stryker Battalion, which is down at Belvoir Road.
Belvoir.
Right.
That's the,
Yeah, the
used to be
111th.
28th tank.
Right.
Yeah.
When they were deployed to Iraq that time, we went down there and we served the breakfast before they got on the buses. And the ironic part was, we were standing in a long line, and as the buses pulled out, we're saluting them, and these kids are on the bus taking pictures of us. They're being deployed.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Well, you're there to honor them, and they're
Right.
they're-
So, but
That's great,
Yeah.
that's
so
great,
I
right.
mean,
Well, I trying to think. You have to have. I'm just wondering if Times Herald could have a section once a week, something about service. What do you think of that?
That'd
Good
be nice.
idea.
uh,
What do you
Good
think?
idea.
Something,
nice.
you know, just like you have a thing when church services, it's going to be church, it'll be a mass, or it'll be a, you know, speech, whatever it may be, but something what's going on and how we can help. People don't
very
know.
good idea.
So,
Well,
you know,
we-
they say an informed nation is a peaceful nation. So we have to be informed to know what's going on.
November 8th, we have a Veterans Day ceremony at the Jeffersonville Firehouse.
Jeffersonville.
Right, and that's by the All Veterans Council, Montgomery County All Veterans Council, which Charlie's the president of.
Why don't you guys get in touch with me so we can put something on around? You know, I'm going to have something for Memorial Day, special. But I could always, John, to slip another show in. You know, as much as, you know, I guess November should be Veterans.
Well, November's a big month for us because November 10th, which is Veterans Day in Vietnam, the close, dear to our hearts, our chapter goes down to Main and Sweet Street to the Vietnam wall that's there,
Yeah.
and we
You just had the ceremony there not too long ago.
well, the ceremony we just had down there recently was the one to honor the POW,
Yeah.
and that's the one of the
That's
pictures
here.
you have there, right
And you
there.
have Bruce
Yep.
Castor, and
Yep.
then Shapiro, and you have
Nancy
some
Becker.
a couple councilmen.
Yep.
Nancy Becker.
You have somebody there with that's Becker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's helpful and
Veterans.
So we ju-
veterans
Very
to
much
get it.
so.
Yeah,
Yes,
See,
yeah.
I had her on the show. She told me about that.
Yeah.
So we just did that. So on the 10th, we'll read out the names of all the veterans that were killed in Vietnam
Oh, my
in
God.
Montgomery County.
That's
Plus,
great.
another thing that we want to do is right here in the Norristown High School, we want to get a wall for all the men or women that were killed in Vietnam.
They went to the school.
We,
Walk the halls of this school.
and, well,
Boy, that would
probably Norristown schools,
Yeah.
okay? And have their names engraved into a plaque onto the wall so that these kids
Be
in
wall
here.
of honor.
Yes.
Wall of honor,
absolutely.
wall of respect, wall of
So-
support, wall of memories.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds
We-
good.
We've got a lot going on, and, you know, and like everything else, it takes money. And that's,
Well, we got this walk on the 16th of November,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. And what else? What other thing you got coming up? Anything? Another fundraiser?
Well, no, our biggest fundraiser is the 5K run, 1 mile walk. That basically, whatever we get from there, we share with the ROTC here at the school, and then that money there is what beefs up the account to the PAC that funds all our other events during the course of the year. But if somebody would want to donate to the Vietnam Veterans of America, and then this also has the run information and can go online.
If you'd like to, all right. If you'd like to make a contribution to veterans, all right, send it. Anyone interested? Well, I'll see if we can put that on. Get
And
John.
then,
To,
especially
put that
for
on.
the run, because it's got
Yeah, okay, we'll get John to put that on the.
it's
on
an
the,
email
on the screen.
address.
So, you were in the Marines.
Yep.
Tell me a little experience about your service over there. How was it being away from home? Give me a little feeling of it.
Well, I was like at 20 years old when I went over there in the Marine Corps in Vietnam. I was at 0331 machine guns. They called me Pop because I was the oldest guy in the squad.
Your machine gun.
M60 machine guns. We were the ground pounders. We did search and clear missions.
30 seconds. Come on, hit it.
I was in the Army Security Agency. You've heard of the National Security Agency? I was in the Army Security Agency. We had to have a top secret clearance, and basically it was special ops intelligence, and that's what we performed over there.
I was 18 and I was scared. When I went over there, the second day I was there, they put me out on the perimeter with a machine gun. And I kept hearing noises out in the fields. I heard the bells go off, flares went up. I cut loose, and here I killed a water buffalo. So that's my one confirmed kill.
Okay, fellas, listen, it's been an honor, and I want us back again with success. We're talking about moving forward,
Yes.
helping people,
Right.
helping people that need help, helping people that sacrifice their life, leaving their family and being away from home. And being away from home is really,
And-
the heartstrings.
One thing that we did do, we merged, so to speak, 3 different organizations, the American Legion Post 901, the VVA 349, and the DAV 25.
Well, then I want them here, one at a time or all someday.
Well,
We'll wrap
we're
it
all
up with all of them
part-
here.
we're all
I will
part of
line
the
them up
same
over here.
organization.
Yep.
Okay, so, hallelujah. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come in here. We had this discussion about how your organization is helping people that sacrifice their life. And we should do everything we can to help the veterans today and every day. So until we meet again, thank you, thank you,
Thanks a
and
lot.
thank you for your service and what you do now. You don't lose the fight in the dressing room. We're gonna fight, okay? So until we meet again, keep bobbing and weaving. Keep your trunks off the canvas, right? Left hand high, stick and move, and God bless each and every one. Thank you. Let's drink to this, okay? To your health, Allah Zalu.